For centuries, seaports have been dynamic centers of trade and commerce, delivering prosperity that fuels economic progress. Each port is a community that's also a gateway to the world. And as each port grows, so too does the nation it serves. Since 1912, the American Association of Port Authorities has been the voice of the maritime industry in the Western Hemisphere. It's an industry that plays a pivotal role in the global economy, preserving the local environment, enhancing a nation's security, and its quality of life. In serving its members, AAPA has focused on timely issues, beginning in the early days with the need to establish publicly owned ports, standardize port administration, combat water pollution, and work toward fire prevention measures. Over time, AAPA supported the creation of foreign trade zones, helped develop the National Fire Protection Safety Code, and backed regulations governing the safe transport of hazardous materials on U.S. waterways. These efforts led to more productive and safer seaports and transportation systems. Today, AAPA is an alliance of seaports in the United States, Canada, the Caribbean, and Latin America. It continues to advance the common interests of its members as they connect their communities with the global transportation system. That system is a vast engine of commerce and prosperity. The coffee we drink in the morning, the clothes we wear, the goods we produce. Many of the products and commodities we import and export around the world travel by sea. While statistics vary from country to country, more than 99% of U.S. overseas trade is shipped by water. Each port is an economic lifeline, giving local communities access to goods and services from around the world. Annually, Western Hemisphere seaports handle about 8 billion tons of imports and exports that generate an estimated $9 trillion in revenue and provide for tens of millions of jobs. Ports facilitate the efficient transfer of cargo between ships, barges, trucks, and trains. They also maintain the terminals for the cruise ship industry, which generates over $35 billion a year in North America alone. With the growth of global trade, seaports will continue to fuel the economies of communities and nations. Docks, shipping terminals, and their intermodal connections will help grow commerce and the employment lifelines vital to our future. But while spurring growth, seaports will also strive to reduce the environmental impact on surrounding communities through cutting-edge programs that protect the water, air, and land. As we go forward, AAPA will continue to focus on the issues that matter to its membership. Among them, the need for ongoing government investment to bolster the seaport-related infrastructure that supports foreign and domestic commerce. We'll advocate for safe and secure seaport facilities to protect international borders and the movement of goods. And we'll continue to team with military installations to aid in the initial deployment and resupply of forces abroad. The historic role of seaports has evolved over the centuries, and while the issues may have changed, AAPA's mission remains the same. We're committed to being the industry's voice on governmental policies that strengthen and expand opportunities for member ports. We support good neighbor programs that preserve and protect the coastal environment while maintaining air and water quality goals that control and reduce emissions. And we'll continue to communicate the essential role and economic value ports play in our communities and the nations they serve. The American Association of Port Authorities, for 100 years, the unified voice of an industry that drives the global economy and delivers prosperity.